Thanks, Rob. Next up, we have Mike Hutchinson. He is a public education advocate. He's been a candidate for school board. He ran a no corporate money campaign and got 45% of the vote despite being radically outspent by the opposition. And he's running again this year. So here's Mike.
Great, thank you. Thank you everyone for being here today. I'm Mike Hutchinson. I'm proud to say that I'm born and raised in Oakland, and I'm a proud graduate of Oakland Public Schools. Now, unfortunately, I have to agree with a lot of what Bernie's been saying. Our democracy's been hijacked. And across this country now, public education is under attack. If you look at what's happened in Chicago, where they've experienced mass school closures, 50 schools in 1 year. This past year in Chicago, a group of community members and parents went on a hunger strike for 30 days just to keep their local public high school open. You look at what's happened in New Orleans, where after Katrina, the public schools were closed and charter schools were opened in their place. And former Secretary of Education, Arne Duncan, said that Katrina was the best thing that ever happened to schools in New Orleans. Or you can look at Detroit, where teachers just recently went on strike, a one-day sick-out to protest against the conditions in their schools. Detroit's been taken over by the state. And after the emergency manager left Flint after poisoning their water, he was appointed head of the Detroit schools. But what we don't realize, a lot of people, is the same thing is happening right here in Oakland, California. Oakland has the highest rate of charter schools in the state of California, in the state with the most charter schools. In Oakland, 4 billionaires have hijacked our education policy. Walton Foundation with Walmart. Eli Broad, a billionaire real estate developer from LA. Bill Gates and his Common Core. And here locally, we have the Rogers Foundation, where after they sold Dreyer's ice cream for over $1 billion, now they've decided that they know best about public education. But we do have a really good chance of being able to change all of this. These same people that I mentioned were all the people who in 2012 raised all kinds of money to make sure I wouldn't be on the school board and to make sure other local representatives wouldn't be on the school board. These forces raised over $200,000 in 2012 for school board elections here. I had money raised against me from as far away as New York City and ex-mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg. But this year in Oakland, not only do we need to register and vote, not only do we need to vote and make sure Bernie is on the presidential ticket, but we also have local elections this year. In Oakland, 5 of our 8 city council seats are up for election this November. No, not for city council, I'm sorry. But we also have 4 of our 7 school board seats are up for election this year also. I'm running in District 5. I'm working on putting together a citywide slate where we will have qualified, quality candidates in all 4 of the districts up for election this year in Oakland. If we can even win half of these seats, we can change this overnight. But if we don't get out and vote this year, both in the June primary and in the general election in November, we are guaranteeing 4 more years of these destructive policies. So it's up to us. It's up to us to inform our neighbors, to inform our friends, to inform our family, to take voter registration forms to them, make sure they're registered to vote, remind them, and invite them out to events like this. I know here in Oakland, how many people live in Oakland here? Pretty good. Now I know in Oakland, I go to a lot of city council meetings, I go to every school board meeting. A lot of times there might be 12, 2 dozen people there. We need to get involved. We need to put pressure on these people. Most of our elected officials think that they're doing a good job. Most of them call themselves progressive Democrats. Most of them act like they're actually for the community. It's really time for us to stand up and say, no, you are not representing us. No, you are not doing what we put you there to do. No, we can do a whole lot better. So please, as you're going through today and as we're moving towards these elections, remember, our country deserves better. California deserves better. And I know that Oakland deserves better. So please, just follow along with me. It'll make me so happy to hear it. I want to hear everyone say loudly, charter schools are not public schools.
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 And feel the burn.
Feel the burn.
Thank you.